Hello everyone, welcome to the Spirits Within Us. I have no idea what we're going to read on today. Just going to pull some cards and see where we're guided. My team's here and creators here. Any negative energies that are being sent towards my channel, to myself or to you the viewer, I transmute them into pure, unconditional love, light and healing energies for our minds, bodies and souls. So let's see what we get today. Oh, thanks for the new subscribers again. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so we have the Emperor and the Empress. Lovely. And then we have the Tower. Okay. Yeah, I think it's going to be these ones. A Tower could be a change. So obviously we have the Emperor and we have the Empress here. The Emperor is just standing there in his power. Looks as though he's got the devil above him. On this one, that's what I'm seeing, if you can see above. And there's the Empress. Birth of creation, birthing creation, all of her worldliness and connection with nature, and the Wheel of Fortune behind her, and everything there, the beauty in that card. And then obviously we have the Tower. But every time I put these, I always put these on the upright, but these will tell the way they're supposed to be laid. But straight away from it, I believe that this Emperor and Empress, there was a Tower to this situation basically. And we'll see what the reading says. Okay, so we have over the Emperor, we have self-doubt, feelings of inadequacy. So he was doubting himself, this Emperor. He was doubting himself, he was feeling inadequate. He was looking back on his past, and he's looking through, here you've got him looking through a mirror, looking at yeah, his past, his family, feeling sad, feeling a loss to something from his past. And you know, he was doubting himself basically. He was basically doubting himself, but also I do get from that card that he wasn't listening to his ancestors, he wasn't listening to his team. He was being guided and told something, and it looks as though he wasn't listening. Now we have with the Empress, sorry, we have career history, job and work patterns. So yeah, you was focused on what your calling was basically, you know, help wanted. I'm picking that up as you were supposed to be helping this Emperor, being the Empress. You know, you had all these ideas, and this Emperor doubted himself. He doubted the connection between you and him, or if you're the Emperor, you doubted the connection, what you're supposed to have had with this Empress. Then we have the Tower, Archangel Metatron, ancient wisdom and understanding. So yeah, there were some wisdom, some ancient knowledge that should have been with this couple, this Emperor and Empress. And Archangel Metatron was brought into the situation because he started to document it, because there was some sort of Tower that happened in this situation. And Metatron, well, he came in, and you know, he's the keeper of the Akashic records, isn't he? So he came into this situation and started to document what was actually happening from a very early stage in this relationship. We have the Emperor with personal or professional connections, and it's got community. So basically he had a lot of people, other people who he was with. He doubted the connection with you, the Empress, and he was more of the community. So I think he was he had a lot of friends basically that he was listening to. Could be friends, family, you know, lovers, who knows, yeah. But he was listening to others on this, and he was doubting the connection basically. We have with the Empress, Archangel Aniel, joy, gratitude and intuition. And he wasn't listening to his intuition, and he wasn't grateful, and he wasn't actually bringing any joy to this partnership. And Archangel Aniel was brought in because she's actually got the fruit which the Empress carries there, and it looks as though she's taken it away from this Emperor, because he should have been in a one-on-one connection, and it seems as though he was with the community and he was more for others than he was for his Empress, to be honest, this Emperor. And so what was supposed to be meant for the two of them was actually taken away from the Emperor, because he wasn't putting anything into the connection. And your intuition was really switched on, basically. You was full of gratitude and joy. Now we go to the Tower, and we have the energetic realm, life between lives. So I believe this was a past life connection, and you two were supposed to meet and join and combine in this time on the earth. I'm not sure whether it was a twin flame connection, but it seems to be a twin flame connection. You were supposed to meet together and join in this now time, this very second, you know, this moment that's happening right now upon the planet. But this Emperor was doubting himself, and he was more into the community rather than giving anything to his Empress. He doubted the Empress, actually. He actually doubted what she could do. He doubted her intuition. And because it was a past life connection, I think this is why Metatron was there, because it was wrote in their Akashic records to be a couple, to be together and to join and combine their energies. And you see, and I've said this before, that twin flames are supposed to be joining in union as one, and you see them all there. That's a lot of twin flames there who have connected to join and combine their energies to bring the upliftment onto this planet. And I believe that this was what was supposed to be happening in this situation, that you two were supposed to be, you know, a couple, a power couple, to bring and help with the change in humanity and on the earth plane and the spiritual plane, basically. You're supposed to have worked as a team. We have a shaman and healing energy, and that came upside down on the Empress. So he was supposed to be a shaman along with yourself. I believe you're a shaman too, you're an healer. And these, because of him doubting himself, I believe that, and what happened with him not being in this connection with his Empress, his gifts have been taken away from him now. That's what I'm seeing, basically. His gifts were taken away from him. Now, reaction behaviours, reclaiming your power, and that's over the Empress. So you did work on yourself. Any addictions that you did have, you actually reclaimed your power. You did the work on yourself, Empress, and you brought yourself up into an higher state of being. You did more than likely have some sort of addictions, be it, you know, anything, alcohol, food, gambling, anything at all. But you did the work on yourself and you beat these addictions. You know, you understood what the bad behaviours were that were coming into this connection. And I think the both of you had bad behaviours, bad connections, but you reclaimed your power and your Emperor didn't. Then we have Archangel Raziel with inspiration, mysteries and Akashic records, and that's over the Tower. So I believe that there was something going on with these Akashic records. I mean, we've seen them twice, and I do believe that it was a connection that was supposed to have happened now, like I said, to change humanity, to help with the upliftment of the planet. But because this Emperor didn't stand up to his mission, his purpose that he was here for, and he would rather be with the community and listen to others and be and give love, caring and kindness to his Empress, the Akashic Records was allowed to be rewritten, basically. I do believe in this instance, because you, Empress, you're very, very switched on. You understood what was going on, even though you were still trying to be in this connection, and you were very forgiving and caring, kind, loving, you know. Everything that the Emperor was doing, you was aware of, but you knew in this connection that he was supposed to be with you. So you let these things slide. And I do believe at some point in the relationship, it got that bad that you actually said to Creator, look, this is it, enough's enough. This contract, why have I got to stay in this contract? You asked, you went to Creator and you asked, and you was told that you have free will. So you said you executed your free will firstly with Creator and said, well, I want to rip this contract up with this so-called, whether it be a twin flame or even, you know, because it is the Emperor and Empress. So I do believe it was a twin flame connection, a union that was supposed to be happening, and it was energetic from, and it was in the Akashic Records that it was written that you were supposed to be together. Now, because you went and you said, look, I know what's going on, and is the time, have I got to keep on standing for this drama, basically? Because I believe, the cards are going to say it anyway, I believe there were a lot of, it was a lot of drama you had in this connection with this Emperor, and you actually ripped up your spiritual contract. You was allowed to rip up your spiritual contracts, and Creator then is bringing in for you a new counterpart. Because whether it be, you know, you have got, all this is going to be balanced out, basically. Just because they didn't answer the call and they thought that by doing that it was going to stop you, it wasn't going to stop you. All they did was give up on their mission, basically. So now they're going to be stuck in karmic loops, what they created for themselves by not coming into union with you, the Empress. So Creator has now got a new counterpart for you to come. This counterpart is more than likely another counterpart who's had exactly the same done to them. So you're going to be on a little bit of, you may feel as though you're a little bit delayed, because there's already a lot of unions that are already out there and making themselves visible. You know, we're twin flames and we're here to heal the planet and we work together as one. And that's great, but it doesn't mean you haven't missed the boat, so to speak. You know, it's still there. You're still going to get on that mission, that plan. It's just that you and this new union, you've had to do your healing work, because this Emperor, or, you know, you can reverse the roles. It could be Emperor, Empress, so you can reverse the roles, whatever. So we'll do Emperor, Empress, yeah, who didn't answer the call. Now, that's fine. They lost everything that's supposed to come with this twin flame connection, with this connection to do with the planet and healing and bringing it up into an higher energetic state of being, and also to help humanity. And because of that, they lost their gifts. They lost everything that was supposed to have been bringing into it. Now, you're the one who answered the call, and the other person who you're going to meet answered the call. So you're not just going to bring like 10 pentacles into this, or 10 cups, you know what I mean? It's going to be double. So everything that this partnership should have had, you get that. And the counterpart that you're going to get is also going to get that. And you're going to combine and join together. You're going to be here to do a job, and that's what you're here for, and you're going to meet them. So let's just see. God, I did rattle on there, sorry. We've got Archangel Uriel, passion, spirit and connections. And that is, obviously, I think I've just said everything that I was supposed to have said then. So Archangel Uriel is bringing in passion and spiritual connections. So there was passion and spiritual connections, what was in this. And you two had this, you had this passion, you had this spiritual connection. And I do believe the Emperor knew that too, or reversed the roles. but they decided that they didn't want to do it, basically. They didn't want to do it. We got Archangel Zachiel, compassion, freedom, forgiveness. So because of the passion and the spiritual connections that they didn't accept, Archangel Zachiel came in with compassion and freedom and forgiveness. You was allowed to be able to, obviously with the Akashic records, like I said, you was able to ask for a change, to use your free will, to execute your free will, to bring in a new connection and a new higher being with you to do the upliftment on the planet, basically. So you've got passion and you've got spiritual connections incoming now. You've got compassion again. You've got passion, compassion, freedom, forgiveness with Archangel Zachiel and Archangel Uriel. So the forgiveness, it's gone. You've forgiven, you've forgot, you've moved on. You're now free. You're now free to, you know, walk into your mission, into your purpose. You more than likely are single at the moment, and your other counterpart who is being brought into you is also single. We've got expressive talents, creativity, the arts. So yeah, you're very expressive, you're a creative, you know, you're very talented, and you was bringing all this to the table, basically. And this is how it was written to be. This is for you, the one who is still standing, basically, the one who's in the light. We have servitude, loss of power and control. Now, that's in the upright, but it has fallen on the Emperor. Now, loss of power or control. So they lost power, they lost control, and, you know, they wasn't in servitude, but you are, and you have the power, and you are in control of this situation. And, you know, it's all looking up nice and rosy for yourself. You had to, the Empress, the one who was done dirty on, basically, you had to overcome anxieties and fears that was instilled by this counterpart of yours. And this is what you did. You overcame, you started to overcome all of these because you took forward yourself into service. And so you said, that's it, this is what I'm doing, I'm accepting the mission, I am going to do my ancestral healing and all my cleansing. And that's what you did. Now we have something missing, intimacy or fertility issues. So yeah, in this tower situation, there was infidelities. This counterpart of yours, be it the Emperor or the Empress, was actually messing around behind your back and, you know, up for the community. So basically they was out there for anyone they could get their hands onto. They would rather be in a low vibration than in a high vibration, and that was what they chose. So you walked away, basically. You'd already wrote the contract off with Creator. You'd already had your little chat and said, I can't do it anymore. And you was allowed to walk off, you know, into your own self. You've got the warrior, courage, taking on challenges, and that's upside down. So this Emperor, he more than likely was a warrior like yourself, or Emperor, Empress, you know, switch the roles. I'm going to just read it as the cards, to be honest, because I don't want to get myself confused. You switch the roles, please. So we have the warrior, and it's upside down, and it's courage, taking on challenges. So this Emperor was supposed to be a warrior. He's supposed to have stood there with courage and took on these challenges with you, and he didn't. He didn't take on any challenges. He basically walked away from this union. Now we have the Empress with Archangel Raphael, love, healing and miracles. So this Emperor was trying to stop you from being love, from being an healer, from doing the miracle work, basically. This is what this Emperor tried to stop the Empress from doing, from being loving, kind, caring, healing and miracles. He was trying to stop this for you. And this is Archangel Raphael, and he was brought into the situation, and things had to stop, this had to stop, all of this. Everything was being seen, everything. We had Archangel Metatron straight away at the beginning of the story. He came in and he started recording everything basically, because what was going on was absolutely wrong. We have Caretaker, putting others first with a tower. So, you know, this Emperor was putting others before you, basically. He was putting others before his Empress, like I said, and, you know, you was allowed to break the contract. We've got a relationship repeat, shift, release, or enjoy of the Emperor. So, no, he didn't shift from ex-partners. He didn't shift or release any old partnerships. He was still there, happily enjoying all these other relationships that he was in, what he'd been in when he came into the relationship with you. He didn't even cut any cords, any connections or anything. He just carried on, basically, for the community and seeing everyone else that he was around and already with. We have resourcefulness, intelligence, mental action, right thinking, and that's fell on the Empress. I believe that he was also trying to block your mental stability. He was trying to put you into a mental prison, basically. And, you know, it was all bad. It was like a lot of lies, cheating, gaslighting, everything going on in this situation. And I'm sick of these readings, basically, but you're getting it, you're getting what it is. We have the Tower with wealth, abundance, entitlement. Now, that's what the Emperor was after. That's all he was after, was the abundance, the entitlement. He thinks he's entitled to this abundance. And I do believe that he's still in the background trying to copy your energy, trying to be you, trying to still be your counterpart. And he gave it up. So everything he's trying is just an illusion. It's not really true. But he's thinking it is. He's thinking that he has some, you know, some, how can I put it, authority over this situation. He thinks that you're there waiting for him, but you're not. You're actually healing yourself, and you're waiting on your real divine counterpart, you know, because he'd stepped down. So he wasn't the real one anyway. He was probably just this little karmic one that was brought in anyway. So when the Tower has fell, you've got the wealth, obviously, for yourself, and you've got to switch the roles, and the abundance, and it's all coming to you. And like I said, a partnership, you can see there's two in the picture. So you have got another partnership coming with the wealth, with the abundance, with the fertility, with everything that you were supposed to have had from this Emperor. This Emperor now, he's got lack of connections. I don't know whether it's lack of connections with you. I do think it is. He's blocked from you. I think he probably did block you, and then, you know, you was blocking him anyway. You was the one who ended the relationship because you'd basically had enough of everything that was going on. It could be alone. It could be alone. He could have lack of connections now. But I do believe it's he might be trying. See, this is the thing. He might still be trying to do the work. It could be an Emperor that is actually doing the work. But I think with the cards that I was reading for what he actually did to you, and the way that the Akashic Records was allowed, you were allowed to go into your Akashic Records and rewrite that little part and cut him out, or her out, whatever way it falls, then, you know, it's pointless them doing the work, because they're not allowed into your, anywhere near your energy. They're not allowed in it. So that's the lack of connection. They're being blocked. You know, they're being left out in the cold, basically, from you. And we have loss, reversal of fortunes. So yeah, they were trying to cause a loss on you, this Emperor. He was trying to cause the Empress losses. And, you know, it's got reversal of fortune. So basically what he was trying to do and bring onto yourself, then it's all going back on him now. Everything is going back on them. We got explorer, traveller, wanderer, and that's come upside down. So they didn't. This is what was meant for you to happen. You were supposed to be travelling together. You were supposed to be exploring and walking the earth realm and spreading your love and your, because I believe the pair of you were very shiny anyway. You were very, very shiny, and you know, this is, I don't know if he was nasty to you or what, but you will know that situation. I know that there was things going on in the dark and there was lies and cheating going on, but you were both very shiny to begin with, and you were very, you know, charismatic, and people would look at both of you. I do believe that you were supposed to have gone and drawn people to you, because that's your natural ability. I believe that the two of you have got this ability to be, you're very attractive, and you have got a natural abundance to give out a beautiful energy, what people are very attracted to. So your work on this planet was to travel the world and to wander around and to spread the love and the energies that you have. But that doesn't mean spreading it around like he was spreading it around, you know what I mean? Like this counterpart of yours, whether it be a male or a female, was supposed to be doing. It's supposed to be a union between two beings, not one being and one being with as many other beings as they can be with, basically. So we have, over the Emperor, we have imprisonment, persecution, judgment. So basically all of that, she, you know, switch the roles. They are now under judgment with their rats, which they sit in there, you know, because they didn't listen to Creator. They didn't listen to what was being told to them. It was there, and they was just sitting there and just ignoring it, you know. It's, no, I don't want to do this. I want to do what I want to do. So Creator basically thought, you know, you can do what you want to do, mate, because you're having none of the gifts, nothing at all. Then we have the Empress, education, learning, teaching. You're supposed to have been teaching this person. You were supposed to have been teaching this Emperor. You were supposed to help them, but you couldn't. They didn't want it. They rejected you. They rejected everything about you. They rejected everything about you. Such a shame. Such a shame. But, you know, we've got overworked, out of balance. So, yeah, it was all out of balance. This relationship from day dot was basically all out of balance, because this Emperor came in with false promises, had no intention of being in a one-on-one relationship with their Empress. So switched the roles. They had no intention. They thought they could basically have their cake and eat it, be with a divine being and be with others as well. That ain't how it works. If you're a divine being, you are one with another one, not with everybody else. We'll see what else we have. We have Archangel Gabriel with communications of all kinds. So they're blocked, but there is new communication coming in to you. You've been hearing the call, you've been hearing archangels, you've been hearing the buzzing, you've been hearing the sounds of the trumpets. I do believe you have. And it's like, with the angels in this card, I believe there's you can feel as though there's something attached to you, as though there's a part of you that's there now, you know. Your wings are coming, basically. We've got abandonment, feelings of unworthiness and rejection. So you're not, you know, they tried to do this to your inner child. We've got the moon there. They were bringing it on, abandonment issues, loss and feeling of unworthiness and rejection. I believe that because, you know, you knew who you were, you knew basically what you was doing, you knew your mission, you speak to your team and Creator, and from an early age you've actually known who you are, whether you are the Emperor or the Empress. Just switch the roles, please. And you know, they were trying to cause conflict for your inner child, and yet you've always known who you are. We have personal power, strength and determination. So yeah, they were trying to weaken you in this Tower situation. They were trying to weaken you. They were trying to take your, you know, your strength, your determination, basically. Leadership, person of authority. They're not a person of authority, this Emperor. Betrayal, manipulation. That's deceit, betrayal, manipulation they were trying to cause, and they were bringing onto you. And idyllic memories, peace, tranquility. You walked away. You basically walked away after this Tower, and you had peace and tranquility in your life, you know. Please do reverse the roles of Emperor, Empress. I'm going to close the reading now because we've sort of got a gist of it. We have, yeah, the Death. So after the Tower, basically this Emperor, there was an Emperor and an Empress and a Tower. There was a death brought to this situation because the Emperor, switch the roles as required, was basically still in other relationships, other people, places and things. They had no interest in being in this connection. They wanted their cake and eat it. You actually was allowed to go into your Akashic records because Archangel Metatron, right from the beginning, was there recording everything, watching, listening and understanding what was going on. So after this, I think things were trying to be done on an energetic level to you also. No, you was allowed to go in and rip up the contract basically, and you know, there was a death brought to this situation. We have the Temperance Angel because, and that's fallen out of the Empress. You are the Temperance Angel. You are an Earth Angel. You are here to do the healing work, and you actually stepped up into that position, and the Emperor didn't, basically. And we've got the World, which I was saying. So the long and short of this story basically is an Emperor and Empress was supposed to be in a divine union and to become one, to change the world, basically, to bring up a change to the world. You may have been twin flames, you may have just been soul, you know, soul contract, but I believe it was a twin flame situation. This Emperor thought that they could actually have their cake and eat it and be in other relationships and be with the divine being, basically. Metatron was there from the beginning and said, no, I don't think so. You have all the angels that was there looking after you, protecting you. This Emperor has now been stripped of all their powers. There was the Tower and there was a death to this situation. You are allowed because you are the Temperance Angel. You're here for a reason. You answered the call. They didn't. Anything that was supposed to be for yourself and this counterpart is now yours. And you're just going to walk off into the world, and the world is your oyster, basically. And what I was saying with this reading, I do believe that you are going to meet a counterpart again, whether it be now, whether you are already meeting that counterpart. They are going to come in the near future, but there is a counterpart on the way. You will walk alone for a little while because you have, you know, you just want to be alone, I think, basically at this time, to, you know, do a little bit more healing, become the person you're supposed to be. And you have a lot of energetic garbage still to clear out that this person did bring upon you. So you're there and you're learning and you're understanding, and, you know, it was a calling and you answered the call and they didn't. So basically, that's the reading, what I'm getting today. So from myself, my team and creator, we wish you unconditional love, light and healing energy. And thanks for watching, guys. Bye.